and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and as always, I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Julia.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here today. We have a fun topic for you that you can use in real life every single day.
Yes, today we're going to learn English at the restaurant. Whether you are dining out at a fancy restaurant or grabbing a quick meal, these phrases and conversations will help you feel confident and speak naturally in English.
Absolutely. Many beginners feel nervous when ordering food in English. You might think, what if I make a mistake? Or what if they don't understand me?
But don't worry. By the end of this episode, you will know the common words, phrases, and polite expressions that you can use in any restaurant.
And we will also do some role plays so you can hear real conversations and practice along with us.
Exactly. The goal is to make you feel comfortable and ready to speak English naturally. Think of this as your practice session before going out to eat.
So, if you have your notebook or phone ready, get ready to learn and practice some restaurant English with us.
All right, Julia. Let's start with some of the most important restaurant words and vocabulary that everyone should know.
Perfect. Let's get started.
All right, Julia. Let's start with some of the most important words you need to know in a restaurant.
Yes. First, let's talk about the menu. That's the list of all the food and drinks you can order.
Exactly. For example, you might say, "Can I see the menu, please?"
Perfect. Next, we have appetizer. This is a small dish you eat before the main meal.
Like a salad or soup. You can say, "I'll have the soup as an appetizer."
And then comes the main course. This is the main dish of your meal, usually something filling like pasta, steak, or fish.
Right. You can say, "I'd like the grilled chicken as my main course, please."
Don't forget dessert. That's the sweet food you eat after your meal, like cake or ice cream.
So, a sentence could be, "I'd love some chocolate cake for dessert."
Next, let's talk about drinks. Water, juice, soda, coffee, or tea. You can ask politely, "Could I have some water, please?"
Another important word is bill or check. That's how you ask for the payment at the end of your meal. For example, "Could we have the bill, please?"
And of course, you'll hear waiter or waitress. That's the person who serves your food.
So, you can say, "Excuse me, waiter, I have a question about the menu."
Another useful word is reservation. This is when you call or book a table before going to the restaurant.
Like, "I have a reservation under the name Jason."
Let's do a quick mini practice. I'll say a word and you try to make a sentence.
"Can I see the menu, please?"
Great. Next, dessert.
"I'll have ice cream for dessert."
Perfect. Last one, bill.
"Could we have the bill, please?"
Excellent. These are some of the most important words you'll need in any restaurant.
Yes. Knowing these words will make ordering and understanding conversations much easier. All right, Julia. Now let's talk about making a reservation at a restaurant. This is important if you want to ensure a table, especially at busy times.
Exactly, Jason. Let's do a role play. I'll be the restaurant staff and you'll be the customer.
Sounds good.
Good evening. Thank you for calling the Garden Restaurant. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to make a reservation for 2 people, please.
Of course. For what day and time?
Tomorrow at 7 p.m., please.
Let me check. Yes, we have a table available at 7 p.m. Can I have your name, please?
Sure. It's Jason Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Your reservation is confirmed for 2 people tomorrow at 7 p.m. We look forward to seeing you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Great. Now, let's highlight some key phrases from this conversation. I'd like to make a reservation polite and standard. Do you have a table available? Useful to check availability. Can I have your name? Common question from staff.
And don't forget, you can also ask, "Do you have any tables for 4 at 8 p.m.? Or, is it possible to book a table for next Saturday?"
Yes, and always remember to say thank you when they confirm your reservation. Politeness goes a long way.
Now that we know how to make a reservation, next we'll talk about what to say when you arrive at the restaurant.
Exactly. Let's get ready to practice entering the restaurant and greeting the staff.
All right, Julia. Now that we know how to make a reservation, let's talk about what happens when you arrive at the restaurant.
Yes, this is important because first impressions matter, and it's your chance to practice polite English.
Let's do another role play. This time, I'm the customer arriving at the restaurant, and you're the host.
Good evening. Welcome to the Garden Restaurant. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, I do. It's under the name Jason Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Right this way, please. Your table is ready.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's look at some important phrases you can use in this situation. Do you have a reservation? Something the staff usually asks. Yes, it's under Jason. How you politely reply. Right this way, please. Staff guiding you to your table. Thank you very much. Always polite to respond.
And you can also say, "Hello, I have a reservation for 2 at 7 p.m." if the host doesn't ask first.
Yes, Jason. Another tip, smile and greet the staff politely. Even a simple hello goes a long way.
Great! So now we know how to arrive and get seated politely. Next, we'll practice ordering food at the restaurant.
Exactly. That's the most fun part of eating out, and it's a great way to use English in real life.
All right, Julia. Now comes the main part, ordering food. This is where many beginners feel nervous.
Yes, but don't worry, Jason. With the right phrases and a little practice, it's easy to speak confidently. Let's do a role play. I'll be the waiter and you'll be the customer. Good evening. Here is your menu. Are you ready to order or do you need a few minutes?
Thank you. I think I'm ready. I'd like to start with the tomato soup as an appetizer.
Great choice. And for your main course?
I'll have the grilled chicken with vegetables, please. Could I also get some extra sauce on the side?
Of course. And would you like any drinks with your meal?
Yes, I'll have a glass of orange juice, please.
Perfect. Your order will be ready shortly.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's highlight some key phrases for ordering food. I'd like polite and standard for ordering. Could I get? Useful for extra items or special requests? Do you have any recommendations? Great if you're unsure what to order.
And don't forget, Julia, you can also ask about the menu items if you don't know what they are. For example, what's in the grilled chicken? Is the soup vegetarian?
Yes. Asking questions shows that you care about your meal and helps you practice English naturally.
Let's do a quick practice. I'll pretend I'm unsure about the menu. Excuse me, Julia, what do you recommend?
I recommend the spaghetti with tomato sauce. It's very popular.
Great. I'll have that, please.
Perfect. That's simple, polite, and effective.
Ordering food doesn't have to be scary. With these phrases, you can feel confident and enjoy your meal.
Exactly. Next, we'll talk about asking about ingredients and allergies, which is very important for some people.
Julia, sometimes people have allergies or dietary preferences, so it's important to know how to ask about ingredients in English.
Yes, Jason, let's do a role play again. I'll be the waiter and you'll be the customer. Hello, are you ready to order?
Yes, but I have a question first. Does the chicken salad contain nuts?
Let me check. No, it doesn't contain nuts.
Great, thank you. I'll have the chicken. Some important phrases to remember are, does this dish contain? Useful for asking about specific ingredients. I'm allergic to, can you recommend something safe? Very polite and clear. Is this vegetarian? Helpful if you don't eat meat.
Yes, you can also say, could you make it without peanuts? Or can I have it with less salt if you want to ask for small changes?
Exactly. It's polite to ask questions before ordering rather than after. It helps avoid mistakes and keeps your meal safe.
And don't forget to thank the staff after they answer your questions. For example, thank you very much for checking.
Great advice, Julia. Now we can confidently ask about ingredients or allergies before ordering our meal.
Next, we'll practice talking about drinks and extras, which is another common situation in restaurants.
Julia, now that we know how to order our main meal and ask about ingredients, let's talk about drinks and extras. These are small things, but they're very common in restaurants.
Exactly, Jason. Let's do a role play. I'll be the waiter and you'll be the customer. Would you like anything to drink with your meal?
Yes, I'll have a glass of water, please. And could I also get a side of fries?
Of course. Would you like any sauce with the fries?
Yes, please. Some important phrases to remember here are, I'll have for ordering drinks or extras. Could I get for small additions like sauces, sides, or extra items. Do you have? If you want to check availability of drinks or extras.
And don't forget, you can also ask for refills politely. Could I have a refill of my water, please?
Yes. Even simple phrases like these make your restaurant English sound natural and polite.
Great. Now we've covered ordering food, drinks, and extras. Next, we'll practice asking for the bill and paying, which is an essential part of the restaurant experience.
Julia, we've enjoyed our meal, and now it's time for the final step, asking for the bill and paying. This is an important part of restaurant English.
Yes, Jason, let's do a role play. I'll be the waiter and you'll be the customer. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Can I get you anything else?
No, thank you. Could we have the bill, please?
Of course. Here you go. Will you be paying by cash or card?
I'll pay by card, please.
Great. Please insert your card here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
Some key phrases to remember. Could we have the bill, please? Polite and standard. Do you accept credit cards? To check payment options. Thank you very much. Always polite when leaving.
Yes, and you can also say, can we split the bill? If you're paying with friends.
Exactly. Politeness is very important, and a simple thank you goes a long way.
Now we know how to ask for the bill and pay politely. Next, we'll learn how to give compliments and feedback about our meal. Julia, we've finished our meal and paid the bill. Now, it's time to give compliments or feedback. This is a polite way to show appreciation.
Yes, Jason. Let's do a role play. I'll be the waiter, and you'll be the customer giving feedback. I hope you enjoyed your meal. How was everything?
Everything was delicious, thank you. The grilled chicken was cooked perfectly.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for your feedback.
Some important phrases to remember when giving compliments are, the meal was delicious, simple and polite. Everything was great, thank you. Friendly and appreciative. I really enjoyed the dessert. Specific compliments are nice.
And if you want to give polite suggestions, you can say, the food was great, but maybe the soup could be warmer next time.
Exactly. Positive feedback is always appreciated, and polite suggestions are okay too.
Now we've learned how to compliment and give feedback. Next, we'll cover some common mistakes and tips to avoid in restaurants.
Julia, before we finish, let's talk about common mistakes learners make in restaurants and some tips to sound natural.
Yes, one common mistake is speaking too quietly or too fast. Waiters might not understand you if you rush.
A good tip is to speak slowly and clearly, even if you make a small mistake. Most staff are happy to help.
Another mistake is forgetting to use polite words like please and thank you.
Right. For example, instead of just saying, give me water, say, could I have some water, please?
Also, beginners sometimes hesitate to ask questions about the menu or ingredients. Don't be afraid. Asking is normal and polite.
Exactly. Another tip is to listen carefully to the waiter and repeat or clarify if needed. For example, could you please repeat that?
Finally, remember to smile and be friendly. Politeness and a smile go a long way in any restaurant.
Great tips, Julia. Following these simple rules will help anyone feel confident and natural while speaking English in a restaurant.
Next, we'll do a practice exercise and mini role play so listeners can try everything we've learned today.
Julia, now it's time for our practice exercise. This is where our listeners can repeat and practice real restaurant conversations with us.
Yes, let's do a mini role play covering everything we've learned today. Arriving, ordering, asking about ingredients, drinks, and paying.
Hello. I have a reservation under Jason Smith.
Welcome, Mr. Smith. Right this way. Here's your table.
Thank you. Could I see the menu, please?
Of course. Do you have any questions about the dishes?
Yes. Does the chicken salad contain nuts?
No, it doesn't.
Great. I'll have the chicken salad for my main course and a glass of water, please. Could I also get a side of fries with ketchup?
Sure. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Your order will be ready shortly.
Thank you very much.
Now, let's practice asking for the bill politely.
Could we have the bill, please?
Of course. Will you be paying by cash or card?
Card, please. Thank you.
Great. That's a full mini conversation, listeners. Try repeating this dialogue out loud and practice each part.
Yes. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. You can even try switching roles with a friend.
Exactly. And don't worry about mistakes. Every attempt is a step closer to speaking naturally and confidently in a restaurant.
Well, Julia, that was a fun and useful session. We've learned how to speak English confidently at a restaurant, from making a reservation to ordering food, asking about ingredients, and paying the bill.
Yes, Jason. And we also practiced compliments, feedback, and polite expressions. Listeners, remember, the key is to practice out loud and don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Exactly. Try using the phrases we covered today the next time you go to a restaurant. It's a great way to improve your English in real life.
And don't forget, repetition is important. Listen to this episode again and practice the mini role plays until you feel comfortable.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot.
See you next time on the English Learning Podcast. Keep practicing, stay confident, and have fun speaking English. Goodbye, everyone.